I wanna turn my phone off, but that's where all my friends are. What do I do? Why is it so hard to find someone new? You're so far away. All the days that I used to have someone right beside me, now I can find in my phone screen. It's tiring, just wanna feel something. Lonely nights talking the pixels. I don't go out, don't intermix with the crowd, and I wonder why.
지금은 새벽 5시고요. 저희는 아침에 일출을 보러 다이아몬드 헤드에 가기로 예약을 해놔서 오늘은 이렇게 운동복으로 한번 입어봤습니다. 탑은 작년쯤에 나이키에서 구매했었던 제품이고요. 안에는 알로요가의 브라탑을 받쳐 입었어요. 그리고 바지도 이번 시즌에 구매한 알로요가의 제품입니다. 귀걸이는 메주리의 제품 착용해봤고요. 혹시 몰라서 자크비스의 모자도 한번 가져가 보려고 합니다. 그럼 전 이렇게 입고 다녀올게요.
So many years has gone by, but I think about you all the time. Looks like you're changing and all, but why didn't you call? Something in the air, always something in the air. Inexplicable, I can feel it in the air.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, 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 golden things. Mount Laurel high fives for miles in spring. Rainbow trout and hummingbird wing. Golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things. Gold hair, gold rings, gold leaves, gold anything, golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things.
Seltzer, like sparkling water?
There's soda water.
Okay, that should be fine.
Hello, I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the goal. We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, I reach through mysterious seas. My home, I look for things I don't know. All in this, I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honest, honestly don't. I should be the last to know. We're all in this, I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honest.
다시 먹어보면 돼. Or are pregnant, please let me know. We'll get a waiver signed out for you guys. If you guys are ready, then I'll sign you guys in. Once I check you guys in, I'll check you guys in one group at a time. Once you check in, we'll get. Five, 8, if you guys can all say Landon, 5-8 for me. All right, we're gonna be rolling out here, you guys. Sorry, I was just messing with my coworker a little bit. The island of Mokulii, kind of a legend behind the island of Mokulii. So we're gonna make our way over here, you guys. You guys want to hold on tight. This is a Bumpkin Hockey Pool, so if we're lucky, you might be able to see some of the babies today, but I'm not too sure. This is my first. So there's a freshwater stream. That stream flows all the way down from Pontypool Mountain. We'll stop here for a little bit, you guys. I'll let you guys just enjoy the view. I'll be throwing the truck in the park. So if you guys are on the right side of the bus and want to stand up to get a better picture.
That's what it feels like. Haven't been so happy ever.
As we drive by, if you guys want to reach out of the cab and try touching the rock walls, seeing what they're made out of, how expensive for them to create was because the actual inside, there's trees there, actually not invisible way. They're actually invisible.
Quando o piano já não quer teclas pretas não saem do lugar quando o corno inglês ter que ir pro xadrez porque não tem mais onde ficar. Quando o prelúdio nem começar e a semibreve cansar de quando o trombone não quiser assoprar e os dedos da harpa não vão dedilhar, quando todo mundo cantar a capela. 오늘은 이렇게 입고 나가보려고 합니다. 숙소로 옮기고 나서 처음으로 이제 스노클링하고 돌 플랜테이션을 가러 나가보려고 하는데 데일리룩을 찍을 전신 거울이 마땅하지 않아서 오늘은 이렇게 셀피캠으로 한번 찍어보려고 해요. 제가 어깨에 두른 이 니트는 에코너에서 단순 선물로 보내주셨던 제품이고요. 사실 긴팔 니트 탑인데 제가 이렇게 스카프처럼 한번 연출을 해봤어요. 그리고 안에 입은 수영복 탑은 제가 언박싱으로 보여드렸던 제품인데 처음 스노클링 갈 때 입었었던 제품과 동일한 브랜드, 동일한 스타일의 제품인데 제가 핏이 너무 마음에 들어서 이렇게 두 가지 컬러로 한번 구매를 해봤습니다. 목걸이는 제가 여행 올 때 착용하고 싶어서 뉴욕에 있는 비즈 스토어에 가서 비즈만 따로 구매를 해서 이렇게 그냥 직접 DIY로 만든 제품이고요. 바지는 역시 입고 벗기 편하도록 반바지로 한번 입어봤습니다. 가방은 그물 가방에 샌들을 사고 받았었던 더스트백을 이렇게 레이어드해서 한번 넣어봤어요. 그럼 저는 이렇게 입고 얼른 나가보도록 하겠습니다. 다녀올게요. 안녕.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will. There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by. It doesn't make it easy. The other piece of my heart moves slow, somewhere in the great unknown. When I return from the afterglow, will you carry me like I am whole again? Together, take me back where I've been. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone. Wait, hold on.
Notice of the numbered markers on the train tracks closest to your drop item and let your conductor know.
I want it all. I had a feeling, is all
announcements
gone.
as we head out into the plantation. For your safety and those around you, please stay seated.
Feeling is all gone. Feeling is all gone. If I could take you back to my youth and show you what I wish I knew. My will is strong with a place to live. In the moment I hung that spoon, the other ring on my wrist is gold, pairing with the light it holds. When I return from my skin and bone, I'm remembering the words you told me. Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone. Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone.
일단 종이백도
Feeling is all gone. Feeling is all gone.
I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on. I put my feet up. And we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling. Just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. Forever. Forever.
다리 길어 보인다. 저거 봐.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope.
에어비앤비 체크아웃을 하기 전에 오늘 데일리룩 보여드리려고 카메라를 한번 켜봤어요. 탑으로 입은 제품은 제가 알로에바에서 최근에 구입했었던 제품이고요. 바지는 아디다스의 스웨트팬츠 착용해봤습니다. 가방은 제가 첫날 공항에 갈 때 들고 갔었던 것과 같은 아카이베크의 제품이에요. 그럼 전 이렇게 입고 나가보도록 하겠습니다.
Quando corno inglês ter que ir pro xadrez porque não tem mais onde ficar. Quando o prelúdio nem começar e assim breve cansar de quando o trombone não quiser soprar e os dedos da harpa não vão dedilhar quando todo mundo cantar a capela porque a orquestra vai parar.
저런 플라스틱 컵도
As I get my head straight, pacing in the backyard, staring at the cool water, dancing with the light break, bottom of the pool sway.
Yes, correct.
The sunrise chased my friends away. I don't care, 'cause you can't buy a high today. It's in the air. It's in the air. Buy a high today. It's in the air. Dancing with the light ray. Please don't change. Yeah. Please don't change.
Here's to the good days, here's to the sorrows. If this is a mistake, I know about tomorrow. I don't wanna fight no more, 'cause I don't feel the need no more, no. Just wanna make it stop.